Good morning and welcome to day 27 of the third annual WSOP Daily Spaces coverage and the longest running poker space. I'm Sherry Pluskota, aka Peaches, and I'll be your host. And some of my co hosts will be along shortly. Everybody is having one of those mornings. It's Sunday, and guess what? It's okay. Many thanks to my sponsor, Elevated Results. If you need a tailor-made workout plan to help you lose weight or gain weight, Elevated Results can design that plan. Follow them on Twitter and check out their site at elevatedresultspt.com. You can find the recordings of my past spaces, including the daily WSOP coverage and the daily WPT coverage, on my YouTube channel at Sherry Pluskota 9212. Please subscribe. It is free of charge. Please be reminded to double check all the information we disseminate here in my spaces. We make mistakes. We're human. And we want you to double check that information so that you can provide the best experience possible for yourself. And if we made a mistake and you catch it, please let us know so we can correct it for everybody that, is involved. We want the right information. Be reminded that the WPT Gold Rush Lounge is located in the Old Red Building on the third floor, open Thursday through Sunday, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So today's Sunday. This is the last day till Thursday. Poker.org Legends Lounge will be open on June 24th, and they have all kind of fun activities planned while they're open, until July the 11th. So they have all kind of fun stuff like book signings, and Craig Tapscott's going to do some yoga stuff. I'm not sure of the technical names for it all, but some breathing treatments and stretches. And Jen is going to do a chess day where she's going to take on 6 opponents at once. And of course, she's a grandmaster chess player. So, should be fun stuff happening at that poker.org Legends Lounge. So, we don't want to miss it. I'm looking forward to it. Had a blast going there last year. I actually met the Cookie Monster there during one of my visits. And subsequently, we had a nice interview after that. So, much to look forward to for sure. Hey, ASG, how are you?
Doing okay.
Awesome. I have a question for you. Um, Looking at the Team Spaces Fantasy League team, can you explain to me what the 1 point for Survivor is? I don't understand.
It's any time a player is like the last fantasy player standing, they get a survivor point.
Oh, so those are kind of like bonus points for us.
I think it's a different thing. Because there's a separate survivor section. I'm not sure about it.
Oh, I do remember that there was a separate something about. Okay. I think it's coming slowly to me. I just every time I see something about it, I don't have the full concept yet, but I think you're right. There is something about, yes, like a survivor pool, like there's extra money to be won through that, right? And we have like 5 of our 9 have survivor points, so that's kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it matters or not. I was just curious if you could tell me more about it. Hey, Dana. Um, I don't know if I sent you a mic or not. I'm going to send you one right now. Sorry, a little tired, so thought processes are a little slow this morning. So forgive me if I had not already done that. And you may be busy and can't come up, and that's not a problem. Um, Want to give a little shout out to the Venetian. There is a $2,500 buy-in ladies high roller today at noon over at the Venetian. 12 o'clock start. I believe it's a 50K starting stack for that high roller. So get over there if you can. Also, be reminded if you're going to play the tag team, you and your partner cannot register for that via the WSOP Plus app. You actually have to go together to the cage to buy in for that tournament. So, just a little reminder about that. Um, I'm gonna move on to South Point's tournaments today, just to kind of get some stuff out of the way. Today is Sunday, so at 10 a.m., the daily no limit is $120 buy-in, 10K guarantee. At 2:10 p.m., there is a turbo bounty, $120 buy-in, 5K guarantee. And at 6:10 p.m. is their $50 bounty. It's a bounty tournament. The bounties are $50, $180 buy-in, 10K guarantee. And at 10:10 p.m. is their turbo bounty, $120 buy-in, 3K guarantee. And I just want to give a shout out to Jason and the crew at South Point. They gave us a donation of $100 gift certificate to their Silverado Steakhouse to give away at yesterday's meetup game. And Coach P is the one that won that certificate. So, congratulations to Coach P, and many thanks to South Point for that gracious gift to our meetup game. I appreciate that. Dana, welcome.
Hi, Sherry. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. We can barely hear you, honey.
Oh,
If you're on any kind of microphone
is that better?
or have earbuds in, we can't hear you very good. No, ma'am.
Is that better?
No, barely.
Matthew, they can't hear me.
Are you on? Do you have earbuds in or a microphone or something?
Yeah, I'm on a mic.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay, great. Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right.
Awesome. Thank you so much for hosting yesterday. Appreciate that co-host for sure. Um,
You bet.
maybe one maybe one day I'll go back and listen. Maybe I won't. I haven't done that to any others. Typically, what I do is if somebody messages me, then I'll try to go back and listen just for that little section or whatever, just so I could see what the hell they're talking about. But you know, I just don't have enough hours in my day, quite honestly. But I'm sure you did a great job. I appreciate you for sure.
Yes, ma'am. Happy to help. It was fun.
Well, it's a
We
different
learned,
beast. You know what I mean? Like it
yeah.
is a different beast of a space because people are coming in and out, or they're not, and that you're like, okay, can you guys, just go in and once in a while at least or something. So, did we have any players coming in and out? That's
We had
probably a good question.
Karen coming in and out, and the fellas they were on listening most of the time. So I figured y'all were just having a good old time. We learned a lot about fats,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Why?
Well,
Why do you?
we didn't have very many people come to the mic. I really thought that we
Oh,
would have
that's
people like jumping all over themselves to hop up and chat, and it was just kind of a hangout.
Yeah, and really people just want to hang out and hear what's going on at the meetup game. You know what I mean? And that's why I
Yeah.
encourage those that are there to pop in because people really do want to hear from you. They really do.
Yep. And Isaac popped
Um,
in too.
oh, good. Yeah. And that's fine. And guess what? Some people, we also have to be reminded that people are sitting on a stack of real money, right? And so they don't want to be
Yeah.
distracted and lose their money either because they're in the space chatting either. So it's sort of a unique situation that we just have to always just kind of roll with.
A nice
And no
surprise
foul.
at the very beginning was Alan Kessler. He immediately popped in, and we had a nice little chat with
Awesome.
him.
Awesome.
Raver swung
Love that guy.
by.
I appreciate his kind words. I was trying to chat with him, and somebody kept cutting in the conversation, but it's okay. I know he heard what I said to him anyway. For sure, was I was happy to see him in there and appreciate his donation, and of course, As soon as the Postal Service gets their shit together and we receive that donation, we will give it away in a space in the next week or so. So,
Awesome.
and it's, and we just kind of chuckled about it, honestly, Dana, because it said it would be there, and then it said
Mhm.
it, and the same token you're looking at it, says it's going to be here today at 3:10, I think it said. And then you look at the screen and said, but how can it be? It's still in California. Like, what are they talking about here? It can't get here by
Yeah,
then. We just, and it is what it is. I mean, we just roll with it, Dana, and we
for
appreciate you
sure.
making organizing that so that Ryan Feldman and Raver, donated some stuff for the meetup game. And like I said, we'll give it away this week or in the next week or 10 days whenever it arrives and I can get
Mhm.
my hands on it. And that'll be great. We appreciate them over at HCL for sure. And
We
speaking of
appreciate y'all.
HCL, what's coming up? Say it
I don't
again.
have anything. I don't have any
Okay.
what's coming up for you right now. Kind of just been lackadaisical this morning.
And guess what? It's Sunday, and that's how it's supposed to be. Just chilling on a Sunday
Mhm.
morning.
Yep.
I love it. All right, let me pivot over to Isaac. Welcome, Isaac. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are ya? Did you guys go out last night? What'd you do?
Hell no, man. We came to the room, and you know what I mean? That was that. Like, oh,
And guess what? I was out. I went out, and I
no
was the one
shit.
saying, "Please take me to the hotel."
No shit. You
And
went out?
it's Ed's fault. It is 100% Ed's fault because I was so tired. Like I had that shot, and I was like, okay, now I'm ready to go sleep. I came down from the high of the meetup game, and all of that, and literally I could not get to the hotel fast enough. And we walk in, and he's like, "Let's just go put this stuff upstairs and let's play some slots." Well, all right, twist my arm. I'm like, okay, just not for long. He's like, okay, mom. And of course, midnight later, here we are. Um, Actually, I think it was about 11, but still, I was so freaking tired. Then when I got to my room, I couldn't fall asleep, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, he was a winner. I was a loser. And that's the way that goes sometimes. So, Isaac, I don't know if you brought the tournament stuff with you to go over while you're here in Vegas. Do you have the sketches to go over?
Let me grab my note real quick. And yeah, this is why I keep so many things on my phone, because I already know.
Trust me, I do probably more than I want to.
Yup, yup.
Yes, I cart around my notebook with me. Oh, it's all right.
She said they went to the casino and they played some slots because Coach P couldn't, Jesus.
That's what I said, Reaper. That's exactly what I said. Jesus. I'll tell you how
Oh,
bad it was. I said, you take this shit up to the room because if I go to the room, I'm not coming out. So he
right.
says, well, just ride the elevator with me upstairs. You could just wait at the elevator. I was like, okay. So there's a sofa on our floor, not too far from the elevator. So when we got out, I was like, oh, I'll just sit on the sofa. He goes, don't, you'll fall asleep. And so
Hell
he took
yeah.
the stuff. He took the stuff to the room. And when he got back, I was still standing there. I did not sit down because I think I would have fallen asleep, quite honestly. And then I would have been like, hell no, I'm going to the room. So anyway, we were laughing all the way through the hallways. But you know what I just saw, Scott? Was it? Oh, it was Bloomstein. Got stuck in the elevator for an hour and a half last night. I'm like, oh, hell no. I
Uh-uh.
don't know what hotel. Yeah, I have no idea what hotel he's at. He just addressed the tweet to Caesars. I was like, oh, hell no. We're
Yeah.
not getting stuck in an elevator for an hour and a half.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
Ugh.
oh my goodness. No, Lordy, no.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
nah. When we got to the hotel and then once we got into the room and I laid on the bed, it was a wrap. Yeah. It was a wrap. And I remember I hit B52 and I was like, yo, we're here with the spot. Okay, he's like, I'm at the horseshoe for a second. And then he's like,
Yeah.
oh, and then he was like, oh yeah, and then I'm gonna go to the Orleans, and I'm like, okay, well, hit me after. This dude never hit me, so I hope he went home and got some fucking sleep, or he did something.
No, he had a room. He had a room. He had a room.
Oh, did he get a room? Okay,
Yeah, he had a room because when he was driving us to our hotel, um, and he said something about driving home. And we were like, well, how many hours? And he was like, 5. And I was like, dude,
that's what
you
I
want to
said.
take, I said, do you want to take a nap before you leave? You know, you can come to our room and take a damn nap before you leave. And he's like, oh, no, I have a room just in case. I was like, okay,
Okay,
cool.
so then, okay, good. So then
So,
hopefully he's waking up at some point soon to himself.
yeah. So hopefully he took a nap and then got on the road, or he hasn't gotten on the road. He's take it off this morning or whatever. So, but I did feel better that knowing that,
Yep,
yeah, you know,
yep.
he had a place to crash if he needed to, before that long ride home. All right, go ahead if you have your schedule, sir.
I do, I do. Okay, all right, y'all. So let's run this down real quick. Westgate, Las Vegas. They have a variety of daily poker tournaments. 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. They have their $45 buy-in, no limit hold'em tournament. 7 p.m. they have a $65 buy-in, no limit hold'em tournament. 9 p.m. they have a $60 buy-in, no limit hold'em tournament. And additionally, they have their 3 p.m. Lazy Pineapple.
Oh,
Over.
that's 3 today. Ooh,
Uh huh.
ooh. Okay, go ahead.
There you go. Uh, let's see. Over at Planet Hollywood, Planet Hollywood has 4 daily no limit hold'em tournaments at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m. Each tournament has a $100 buy-in and offers a starting stack of 20K chips. Over at Red Rock has their daily no limit hold'em tournament at 10:35 a.m. The buy-ins vary by day. Monday to Thursday it's $125. Friday to Sunday $150. Each tournament offers a starting stack of 25K chips. Over at Caesars, there's a 10 a.m. $120 buy-in tournament, 2 p.m. $160 buy-in tournament, 6 p.m. $120 buy-in tournament, 9 p.m. $160 buy-in tournament. Each one of these has a $50 add-on, and they each offer a starting stack that varies between 15 to 20K chips. Over at Resorts World, they have their 1205 $200 no limit and their 705 $200 no limit. Both of those tournaments have 25K starting stacks and 30-minute levels. And finally, over at Mandalay Bay, they have their $60 no limit at 8 p.m. It offers a 10K starting stack, 15-minute levels, and no guarantee.
Thank you, sir. Noon today's no limit tournament, $1,600 buy-in, $500,000 guarantee over at the Aria. Over at the MGM, there's a packed schedule. At 8 a.m., they had a satellite start, $300. No, let me start this again. A satellite started at 8 a.m. at the MGM Grand, and it was a satellite to $800 plus $300 cash, $140 buy-in, and they're giving away one package. 10 a.m. is day 1C of their no limit tournament, $800 buy-in, 400,000 guarantee. Then they have Saddies at 1,400 hours, 1,600 hours, $140 buy-in, 5 packages. Then at 1,800 hours is their day 1D, that $800 buy-in, $400,000 guarantee. And at 2,100 hours is a no limit tournament, $150 buy-in, a $3,000 guarantee. Those satellites sound very inviting for $140, and they're giving away 5 packages. So I'm going to stop right there with today's schedule, and I'm going to pivot over to some thank yous for our meetup game, which, if I can brag about it myself, a little biased maybe, but I thought it was fantastic. We had a great time, and others can speak on that in a minute. But I want to give so many thank yous to Sean McCormack, Greg Larson, who's the director of poker operations at the Bellagio, as well as Tom Harper, who was our shift manager yesterday. They were amazing to us. Craig went to his office and he brought us 9 hoodies to give away, 3 hoodies at each table, which is amazing because you all know those hoodies are expensive. And for him to just walk in his office, come back out and say, if anyone needs a size change, let me know. We'll swap it out for a different size, which there were a couple. Amazing. Then he went to get our pizzas, and somebody mentioned to him that they were vegan. So he made sure to grab a couple of vegan choices for that person, which, again, above and beyond the Call of Duty in my eyes. Such amazing customer service, as well as Sean walked up and said, "Hey, I'm going to do a giveaway." And we played a hand upright, and the person won 2 nights at the Bellagio that they can use anytime during the next 12 months. What a lovely surprise. Like they treated us so well. And the dealers, the servers, the cage, the people at the poker desk, everybody, top notch service. And I can't say enough. Honestly, I was blown away by some of the things that took place yesterday by and for and with the staff. That just kudos to them. I really can't say enough. So I'm going to stop there. And Isaac, Karen, anybody else that want to comment about that, go right ahead.
Just absolutely amazing, top notch in all respects. Like, definitely, my hats off to the poker boss and everybody at the Bellagio.
Hey, Karen, are you there?
Right.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was just great. I had a great time, and I agree about Bellagio and the staff. I got one of those hoodies, Bellagio hoodies.
I did too. That was the only splash the pot I won was a hoodie. I was like, that's okay, I'll take it.
I was
Oh,
so thrilled to get it. And then the story about the vegan is even nicer than like you don't even know the whole story. So I had told Ben and I talked. Ben's vegan. My husband's vegan. So we had talked about it beforehand. So he figured there probably wouldn't be any vegan, and that's fine. Um, but then they did bring out the salads. They weren't vegan though. They weren't vegan, but that's fine. Ben didn't complain. They were
sure.
vegetarian. They did their best. But then when I guess they heard that he couldn't eat them, which he didn't really. It was, he didn't complain or anything. But they gave him some kind of gift card to use there.
Oh, he did. They did.
They did. I
That's
mean, you
amazing.
want to talk about going? I mean,
Beyond, yeah.
I mean, way beyond. I have to ask him when he gets back to the room, but I mean, I think it was like a $30 gift card. It was
How
crazy,
nice. How
so
nice.
nice. And then
So nice.
I've been eating on the salad myself. So
I love it. And I'm going to tell you, those are unexpected gifts to all of us, right? I mean, they don't have to do that kind of thing, but they choose to, and that's what makes them just impeccable as far as customer service. Like, kudos to the Bellagio. They have it figured out in my eyes.
yeah, yeah, they're really great. I can't wait to wear my hoodie too. And they changed me out to a different size. I needed the medium, but yeah, it was fun. I had a good time.
Well, I'm glad you came. And honestly, thank you for helping me do some things yesterday. Karen helped with the drawings and, yeah, helping me just, I needed extra hands, and Isaac did too. I appreciate the extra hands yesterday because, believe it or not, it is a lot to keep up with. Giving away stuff is amazing, but it's a lot to keep up with when you're doing it at 3 different tables at 3 different times. And it's just the logistics of it makes it a little crazy. But I appreciate Kieran's extra hands and Isaac's too. And many thanks to you, Kieran, for that starter subscription to the GTO Wizard. We appreciate that donation. And Isaac won it.
Yeah, yeah. And he and I are gonna hook up because I got a prize too. And
I
I
was going to, yep, go
and I
ahead.
did well, and I don't even fully know what I won because I was yakking when it happened.
Well, you,
I
you
think I was
officially
on.
became a member of the gang, actually, because you won
All
a Phase
right,
4 pass. So, do you have a
let's go,
crypto wallet?
man.
Do you have a crypto wallet, Karen?
No, but I can get one
Yes, you can.
That a girl.
Yes,
if
you
I need
can.
to.
Yes, you can.
I
Absolutely.
love it.
Yeah, we love to
So
see it. Awesome.
just to
Just
catch
awesome.
everybody up, Isaac and the Green Visor gang donated 2 Phase 4 passes. and Karen won one of them. And so Isaac's going to set her up so she can take full advantage of that. And then this week, we're going to do a drawing for the other one because, quite honestly, we were so busy, we just plain forgot about it.
I mean, we were lucky enough to have a lot of Splash the Pot items. I don't think we were even able to get through all of them.
Yeah, it
So
was
it was
amazing.
really, really cool.
Yeah, it was really fun. I was so happy to meet some people, especially Isaac. And I was really happy that Mel came because I didn't know she was going to make it. And then it worked out because we went over to that global party,
Oh,
global
yeah.
poker party. And Mel Mel lives in Vegas now, so she just knows everything. So she guided us over there. It was a lot of twists and turns. We walked over to that party, and I got to play with Norman, Chad, and Dara Kearney. Darnie was right next to me.
I love those two guys.
Yeah. And then
Yay.
and Ben won the only cash bounty because it's a free roll tournament that we got to play in the Poker Go studio. But Ben knocked out Norman. And so, of course, Norman's always clowning around. So he'd put out a
Yeah.
cash bounty on his own head, like $25 or something. So Ben got that. Plus,
Yes.
this really cool signed autograph thing from Norman. So that was fun. So, and I got ninth. No, I got 12th in that tournament, and Ben got ninth. So we both did well. And I got to see a bunch of friends over there. So it was fun. I got to do our spaces thing, and then went over to the Poker Go thing. And then I came home and went to bed.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. A full day in Vegas. We can't go wrong. I see B52 just popped in here. I want to thank you, buddy. He brought us some Poker Go Studio swag to give away, which was amazing. And he brought me 2 bottles of wine with a peach flavor to them. And I can't wait to try them. So thank you. Appreciate your kindness. And also, congratulations for being our big cash winner yesterday and winning the Bobblehead Wolf Trophy. So he was our big cash winner yesterday, and congrats to you, B52. Um, was so fun. It's so fun to meet people in person that you've spoken to online, honestly. And I have to give a shout out to Dana and Daisy, and I know Fats came in, and Barry, and some others, John. Um, uh, of course, Alan, you mentioned, and
I think
Raver,
I
and
heard
everybody.
Barry at some point. It was
Yeah.
definitely no, and shout out to everybody for holding down the space yesterday because like I had my phone on until my phone died on me. I could hear y'all like the whole way through holding it down. So much love
Yep,
to
we
you guys.
appreciate it.
Yep,
Definitely appreciate it. And my Green Visor gang, Isaac Reaper and Exec Deck all came yesterday. Um, and they've been to them multiple times. So appreciate your support as always. And we thank the Green Visor gang for those phase 4 passes to give away for sure. And, we got to keep growing the community, y'all. That's what it's all about.
that's
So
for
let me,
sure. Yep,
yeah, absolutely. I want to give out some more thank yous. I know it sounds like a lot, but it was a lot, and I don't want to forget anybody. It was a delight to meet Ruben in person. And I thank him again for the donation of gift cards. So we ended up getting 4 $25 Starbucks cards and 4 Home Depot gift cards, $25 each to give away. And that was because of Ruben's donation. So I thank him for that. And I thank him. He actually had won the Malta poker package and he didn't want it. So I told him, would you like to give it to someone or do you want me to redraw? It's up to him. And he said, just redraw. So Karen redrew and Coach P won that Malta poker package. So he was excited. Some others were not because they didn't win it, of course, but what a great giveaway we had for sure. So want to thank Ivonne Montenegro with the Malta Poker Festival. She's the founder and owner who graciously gave me that package to give away yesterday. And it was a lovely surprise. And, hopefully we'll get more prizes like that in the future to give away at our meetup games. So thank you, Yvonne. Also want to thank Caitlin Arnwan. She came in and was helping do some things at the meetup game for me, another extra set of hands, and she brought some bracelets and a couple of autographed books that we were able to give away, as well as a starter subscription for the GTO Wizard. So thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate you. Also, thanks to True Grit True Grit Survival for the t-shirts and challenge coins. And Jeff with 2 F's was there yesterday, so it was fun to meet him in person. And he donated some hats for us to give away. Sara O'Connor donated some autographed books of her new book, The New Queen's Guide to Poker, and those were a hit and were given away yesterday as well. Thank you, Sarah. John Robertson gave us 2 books to give away, and those were some crowd favorites, I might add, as well. So thank you, John Robertson. And of course, Dana, I appreciate you reaching out to Raver and Ryan Feldman for their donation, which will be coming this week. And my friend Irene gave us some makeup bags. So thank you, Irene, for those. So I hope I didn't forget anybody. If I did, somebody just message me and we will make sure a thank you comes that way. So it's a lot to keep up with, and I do make mistakes, people. So kudos. The 5th official Spaces Meetup game is now over, people. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you.
Yay! Good job, Shan.
Yay is right. Yay is right. Now I'm going to have some more fun in Vegas, right? All right, let me start out with let me finish the schedule. Let me finish this schedule and get these times out of the way for everybody. At noon over at the Wynn is a no limit 1A flight, $3,500 buy-in, $4 million guarantee. At 1300 hours is a 5-card PLO, $1,100 buy-in tournament, $200K guarantee. At 1 o'clock is a no limit 8 max 2-day tournament, and that is a $25,800 buy-in. Does that make sense? That sounds weird. Somebody want to check that? If not, you guys check it if you plan on going to play that one. 1,900 hours is a satellite into the $3,500 tournament. It's a $500 satellite. They're giving away 10 seats. That's what's going on over at the Wynn. At the Venetian today at 10 o'clock is Seniors Day 2. At 11:10 is the No Limit tournament, $1,100 buy-in, $200K guarantee. At 12:10 is the Ladies High Roller, $2,500 buy-in, $100,000 guarantee. At the Orleans, 11 o'clock is their No Limit tournament, $300 buy-in, $100,000 guarantee. At 1,800 hours is their Big O tournament, $240 buy-in, 10K guarantee. And at 2,200 hours is their Survivor. No, that is canceled. Those are canceled the rest of their summer. So ignore that. That's over at the Orleans. The Nugget has an 11 o'clock no limit tournament, $250 buy-in. At 12 o'clock is their main day 2. At 1,400 hours is their Deuce to 7 triple draw, which they added after their very first schedule release. And that's a $400 buy-in. And then at 1,800 hours is a no limit tournament, $200 buy-in. So I will go on to the WSOP in a little bit. Welcome to the cast of characters, B52. How are you, buddy?
Wonderful. Thank you guys. I just woke up. I went back to the room. I was going to drive home last night. I'm like, I'm going to take a little nap. And I just crashed out. You guys wore me out yesterday. So
I think that's the mantra of the morning. I was gonna, but then I just crashed. I think it might have had to do with that delicious rice we had last night for dinner.
oh my God, that dinner was so good. So good. Thank you guys again. What a fun time. I can't wait for the next one. This has been a hoot. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you and thank you for dinner last night. It was fabulous. We had a great time, and honestly, it was just so fun. And can we just wait a week or two before we think about the next one, please?
No
Just
kidding.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I got to lick my wounds still, so it's good. That was a good time.
Listen, I lick your wounds. Okay, give us the list of things you won yesterday at Splash the Pots. Come on, dude. Lick your
Oh,
wounds,
I think I
really?
won everything. Like I won a book, I won a gift card from Depot, I won 2 nights to the Bellagio. I got the shark. You know,
I love it.
I was the big winner at the table. I got a couple lucky hands. I flopped quads. Like that stuff usually only happens online, and then you lose. But no, not here. Flop quads and it held. So yeah, it was super fun time. It was just good to see everybody. Like it was really good to meet everybody, see everybody in person. The dinner is what it's all about. And just getting with the community, have everybody come from wherever they're at, and yeah, thank you for hosting. It was a really good
Well,
time. Really good time.
thank you. Appreciate your kind words. It really was kind of fun. And I guess I should tell them about. I guess, Isaac, you popped into the space last night and said something about Sherry just or got the 7-3 through or something. And the people in the space were like, what's he talking about? Were they playing this deuce to seven deuce game, or what's Isaac talking about? And so I guess I need to explain that hand. If I remember it. But I was in the big blind, and Andres, who you guys know is a spacer with us, um, kept raising my big blind. Okay. And, just like many of you would do, you just kind of get pissed off if it's done too many times, so to speak. Not really, but you know what I mean. You get annoyed. And so, um, I'm trying to remember what I said, but I said something smart alecky after he raised it, like uh something about him looking side-eyed, or I don't even know. And so I called, and I think there were three of us in the hand. Karen may have been in the hand too. And I showed my cards to, like, I was sitting in seat 3, and I showed my cards to the other end of the table so the people in seat like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 could see my cards, right? And so the flop came out. I don't know. I think it was like 10 king queen or 10 queen king or queen queen. I don't even remember what the flop was, but they were all high cards, and I had 7-3 offsuit. So I bet $7, I think it was. And Karen folded, and Andres was, he looked down at the other side of the table. He goes, I'm trying to get a read on the people that saw your cards, which of course made it funnier. Um, and so he did fold. And of course, the people down at the other end are like, show the bluff, show the bluff. So, of course, we had to show him that I was bluffing with 7-3, but it was quite comical for sure. Quite
Hey, I want to
comical.
splash the pot with 7 deuce, so I can't be mad.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm getting annoyed now. The housekeeper has come 2 mornings in the row opening my door. And when we checked in, we told them we don't want housekeeping. It's so annoying. Like, so annoying. So I don't know what to do differently about that. But anyway, um, so Isaac, yeah. So I thought I would explain that hand this morning because somebody messaged me and was like, what's the 7-3 hand? So anyway, there we are. Any notable hands for you, Kieran?
Oh, sorry, I had
She's
to. Well, I always have it minimized. I'm like, oh, where's my window? I can't think of anything right now. It's kind of a blur. I'll think about it. Well, there was the one hand that I was against Mel. Heads up.
oh yeah.
I had it was a pretty big pot. I had ace five, and then the board, the run out ended up being, I can't remember exactly the order, but it was 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I know the five came on the flop, so I flopped, a pair with a draw to straight. But then the the basically we had 2, 3, 4, 5 on the board after the turn, or at the
Right.
river. I'm sorry. And so then she bet pretty big. So I had the low straight. So she didn't go all in, but she bet pot on the river. And so I ended up folding. And then I asked her, "Did you have the six?" And she said, "Oh yes, yes, yes. I most certainly had
Of
the six."
course I had the
Right.
6.
And then I said, "I don't even know why I asked you. I don't even believe you." And then she laughed. But then later, when we walked over to Global, she was insisting she had a six. She said she had Jack six, but I'm still not sure that I believe her.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
know.
I
like a 2
believed her
poker
because I folded sixes on that hand, and after when I
Oh,
saw
you
the run
did.
out, I was like, "Damn it!" Because I thought my sixes were trash. But yeah, yeah,
And then
pain.
I liked having Andreas sitting beside me because I just took the meetup game as like a learning experience. So every time I had a hand I question, he and I just sat over there and discussed it and how I. So maybe not the best for winning at the meetup game, but so I talked to him about that hand. He thought it was a good fold. He came around to that, but he went back and forth on it. It was close. It was tough to know what to do there. But yeah, that's probably the hand that stands out to me the most. I didn't really get any, big hands that I can recall. Where I won big. I mean, I lost a little
right.
bit, but not a huge amount. It's just a little bit below my buy-in.
Awesome. How about you, Isaac? Anything you want to tell us? Any hands you want to tell us about? Or
As I was saying yesterday, the ballad of a short stack. No, I had a great time. I one thing is it was kind of like a decision. If I go too hard on certain hands and don't have enough to splash the pot, I'm gonna be even more mad, right? So I was actually just I was hanging out because I was like, let's see what I can
I
get.
love it. I
But funny
love it.
enough, I will say that yesterday I had to fold ace queen about 4 times for the right reasons. I got kings, got no action. I had ace five, and the board was good to me, but the betting wasn't. So that was all right. Probably the biggest hand for me was one of the ace queen folds. Like I had ace queen suited. I was going up against I think it was Andreas, I believe, and yeah, we got to the river, and he little more than pot, and I was like, okay, that's pretty polarized. So I'm like, do I do it? Do I do it? And just something told me to fold. And afterwards, when the game was over, I asked him, and he was nice enough to tell me he had kings. So I felt good. I
Yes,
felt good.
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
it was definitely an exercise in not listening to your gut and just listening to your brain, which is tough
Right.
because my gut
Right.
rules all. But yeah, I had so
I
much
love
fun
it.
though. It was awesome.
Yeah, one of
I love
one
it.
of our hands, Isaac, because we had a few where we went head to head, but they weren't huge pots or anything. But one of them, you tanked a bit. I had aces there. I can't remember the exact round, but it wasn't.
Yo, you know what's funny? That was another ace queen with you, and I had an ace queen with exec deck, and it was exactly the same. He had aces, so I was
Ay,
dodging
ay,
bullets,
ay.
baby. That's all I know. I was dodging
Yeah,
bullets
yeah,
out
You did
there.
yeah.
good.
It
You
could have
did
been a
good.
lot worse.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Karen, your husband is tough. Sorry to interrupt, Sherry. I was sitting at the table with Karen's husband, and he was like perfect power poker, like perfect like position poker, power poker. It's like for the first hour, he never had to show a hand, and he's just racking everybody up. And I'm like, this guy, like he's so good, So he was doing really well. I don't
I'll
think the
have to
cards fell
tell
for him
him.
right,
Yeah.
but he was doing really well.
Oh, he loves to be aggressive and crazy. So I'm glad
It
it.
was just perfect. It was like
Yeah.
textbook. It was good. He was really good.
Oh, good. I'll have to tell him because he always feels bad when he loses. I'm like, man, it's poker. I always win.
Yup,
Yeah,
yup.
it's because I
And you know
flopped
what?
quads
B
on
was
him. That's
telling
the
me
only
this last
reason.
night when we were at dinner. He was like, "Yo, Karen's husband was killing it." And of course, there's the notable mentions like Wolfie. Wolfie was down, and he really wanted the trophy. He even announced it himself. I'm not the trophy guy this time. I'm not the trophy guy, which had me cracking the fuck up.
he
But
was telling me about the trophy. He was so proud of that trophy. I'm so glad we did that.
hell yeah, and
He,
he deserves it too, man. Wolfie's such a good player, man. Him and again, shouts out to Ruben too, because Ruben's somebody that we've known in spaces for so long, and such a cool guy, like so easygoing, And I love it when you meet somebody in real life who you've known online for so much, and the love is like an easy transition. It's not a, oh shit, it's you, because that could happen very easily.
He's
So
very authentic. You're absolutely right. Very
hell yeah,
authentic.
yeah. No, he's great people. Honestly, I think everybody. I saw some faces I had already seen a few times, and met some new faces. It was really dope to meet Karen. Karen is such a sweet person, both online and in real life. Her husband's very cool as well. I just think that the atmosphere was what was super dope too. Like everybody was having a lot of fun. I even had a couple players that were on the tables that weren't part of our game, like ask me, like, "Oh, you guys get together and do this?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "This is like the fifth iteration of this." And they were like, "Wow, it looks real cool. You guys look like you guys are a fun bunch." And I thought that was a hell of an observation from somebody who doesn't know a damn thing about anything we're doing.
I love it. I
So that
love
was
it.
really cool, very very cool. And shouts out to the poker boss, man. God damn, he was poker bossing hard yesterday. Like he was not playing. I gotta tell you, it is super dope that you're already there. And there's the Malta package. There's all these items. B52 made it rain with splash the pot items yesterday. So shouts out to you, bro. And yeah, and then the poker boss is like, "All right, deal this hand. It's gonna be face up, and it's for a 2-night stay here." And everybody's just like, "Huh?" Like, yo, Sean is the man. All the whole staff at Bellagio, because I saw at least 2-3 managers come up to Sherry and introduce themselves, like thank you very much. Like they're very appreciative. Which, considering the fact that their poker room was so packed that we were in a section over in the sports book that was also packed with tables, like
They had
everybody
to have
matters to
like
them, and I love
I'm
that.
I'm not sure how many tables they have in their room, but there had to be at least 75 tables going yesterday.
Yeah,
It
easily.
was
And when we
insane.
got there, it was already packed,
It was
right?
jam packed for 1 o'clock, you guys.
Yep,
Jammed packed. And
yep.
there was a line, a waiting line for seats. Like it was insane the amount of people there by 1 o'clock on a Saturday. Yeah, we were surprised, for sure. And
Hell
they took
yeah.
great care of us for sure. And I was so happy that Karen's husband Ben joined us, and we all got to meet him. And and these folks that we like, you guys were saying that we know from spaces. Now we finally got to meet some more people, and that's so cool. I just love that about the whole. I mean, that's why we started the meetup games, because we all had hung out in spaces for like 6 months, 8 months, and the WPT wasn't going to be in town, and we were like, we should do a meetup so everybody can meet up. And here we are, just finished the fifth one, and it's still people meeting each other for the first time, and it's so cool. Love it. All right, I'm going to tell you about my favorite hand yesterday. Sorry, Andres. And I probably wouldn't talk about it except for the fact that it was pocket jacks. I had pocket jacks, and you guys know how much I love my pocket jacks, right? And so, literally, when I look down and see pocket jacks, every time it's oh fuck, because as you guys know, they've taken me out of big spots. Either I've had them or my opponents have had them. It doesn't matter. And I sucked out to a full house, and he hit the straight on the turn, and I hit a set on the turn. And he bet, and yeah, I think I even said, this would be a good fold right now, but I call, you know, and sucked out from the river on the river, and I shoved all in, and he tanked for a little while, and he asked me if I had pocket tens, and I had shown my neighbor my cards, and I said, no, I don't have pocket tens. And he looked at me, and I said, here, he saw my cards. You can tell him if I have pocket tens or not. And of course, Jason's like, no, she doesn't have pocket tens. And so he tanked for a while and then called. But yeah, it was a good hand for me for sure. But I had to highlight it only because it was pocket jacks. So anyway, fun times, you guys. Fun times. Anybody have ASG? You have anything you want to bring up? I know we're talking about this, and or Dana, I want to give you guys a chance if you have something else you'd like to bring up,
What about the meetup game?
or no, about anything,
I mean, I don't know if you've been following what's like anything in the series yesterday, but Benny Glazer won his third bracelet of the summer already.
I did see that. We will go over those numbers here in a minute, but go ahead, bring up anything, bud. Go for it.
Well, that was it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I had to take a bite of food. I'm starving. Congratulations to Benny Glazer from the UK, who won his third bracelet this summer. And damn, why didn't we put him on our damn fantasy team? But anyway, I'm happy with our team. They're doing pretty decent right now. Hopefully, we're going to pull up the caboose and get some more points. Hey, Fats, how are you?
Doing good, Sherry. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thanks for helping Dana yesterday.
It was a pleasure hanging out with her all day. She kept me yapping away.
It was a lot of
We're
fun. I
all
learned a
laughing
lot
with you,
about you.
Dana.
Hey, did you crack 4 figures on your kickbacks?
You're so crazy. We only
Oh,
wish we had kickbacks. My
and
son's over
the
here
other
laughing.
important
My son's over here laughing at that statement you just made because he saw what's going on. That's hilarious. Go ahead, Vance. Go ahead.
the other question is, after dinner last night and whatever else, did you make it back to your room before daylight?
I did, but my son did not.
So only one walk of shame in the family.
Yes, for last night, but I'm sure that's going to change here the next 2 weeks. He's on limited time because he goes home Tuesday, so he's got to go, pedal to the metal. I'm here 2 weeks. I got to be able to survive for 2 weeks, so I got to kind of.
I have to ask you, Sherry. I know you say I troll you about the kickbacks and stuff like that, and
All right.
you taking money in your pocket on the side. But don't you think
Only
it's
here.
kind of a coincidence that you claim to not do any of that, yet you call the game the MUG game?
Which
Mug. Interesting initials, the mug game.
Am I the only one missing this point? It's too early. I'm just now sipping my first coffee. What the hell are you even saying to me?
I think he's trying to say you're mugging people.
Oh, got it.
I mean,
Okay, thank you.
pretty interesting
Sorry.
how you subliminally say what you're doing with the initials for meetup game.
Oh God. Oh, Fats. It's way too early, brother. I literally am just sipping my first coffee, but I appreciate you. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, we're really killing it on the sound bites today. We got
Right.
I don't put a
Sometimes the sound
soundboard
bites
on
say
the.
more than we can say, you know?
All right, Dana, you're not going to learn where the soundboard is. You're going to keep your fingers off of it, Dana.
Damn it! I don't have
You are
one
forbidden.
on the laptop, but I do. I'm the one that's been doing the applause, by the way, at the end of the stream. No, I was going to
I
say.
speak soundboard very fluently. That's why, you know?
I do too, but no, people, no.
I love it.
Refrain.
My specialty are emojis after doing timestamps for 2 years and trying not to spoil hands, but trying to, do some sort of emoji. I do the thinker emoji a lot because literally the players are sitting there with their hand on their face doing the
Right?
thinking. And anyway, I was going to say I loathe pocket jacks as well.
See there, I'm not alone.
When I first started playing in Tampa, I made the table crack up. It was like one of those, aha moments. Oh my God, I'm hilarious. No, I'm just kidding. But I made everybody around me laugh because I said man, these pocket jacks are like crazy ex-boyfriends. You just don't know what to do when they show up. And so, yeah, I call them the crazy ex-boyfriends.
Now when you say that, that's not, you're not implying that you would be meeting both boyfriends at the same time.
Fats, you just never know with these weirdos.
I can't. Y'all, I can't this morning.
I'm not convinced Sherry was ever home by 6 a.m.
Oh, trust me, I was crying in my tears because I was a loser last night after being a kick-ass winner all for the 24 hours prior to that. I was not a happy camper. I was pouting.
So what are y'all doing today?
You lost yesterday after kickbacks?
I'm changing the subject, Fats.
Thank you, Dana. What'd you ask, Dana?
What do you got planned for today? Are you playing any
I am
tournaments,
definitely not.
cash
Yeah,
games?
I'm definitely not playing poker today unless we end up playing that lazy pineapple tournament. Because I am too brain dead, like too tired. I need more sleep. So I definitely would not do anything more than that $40 lazy pineapple tournament, honestly. Unless I got it like 3 or 4 hour nap in, then I would maybe go play a nightly tonight or something. We are going to meet, and this is for Isaac, if you guys are interested. We are going to meet a friend over at Giordano's Pizza for lunch at what time, sir? Around 1 o'clock. So anybody in town that wants to meet up for pizza, that's where we're going, 1 o'clock. You're more than welcome.
Speaking of pizza, I sat there with Dana during that entire, all the way to the end of that space last night.
Yes.
And not one slice of pizza showed up at my door here.
Damn it.
I thought you were sending out to the
You
helpers.
forgot to give me your address.
It's with the HCL t-shirt.
You know what? You're right. I did forget that.
You dropped the ball. You dropped the pizza.
You had to drop the pin to to get the slice. By the way, really quickly, that WPT lounge is going to be open around that time when
5 to 9.
5 to 9. Tragedy.
Yeah.
Tragedy.
Well,
but I think, you know what? Lunchtime's tempting. I'm going to talk to Reap and see what the hell Reap says. And yeah.
It takes a while for the pizza. It's like an hour to get the pizza. So now you're there at 2. By the time we eat, 2:30, 3 o'clock, you hang around 2 hours and now you're in the lounge.
Did Karen weigh in on who if she kidnapped anybody to keep PPE company?
Oh, good question. Who's missing this morning, Karen? Maybe Andres. We haven't seen him this morning.
Well, and I did talk to him a lot.
Oh, there you go. She lured him in somehow.
People didn't get the memo. Don't sit next to Karen at the meetup game. You will end up with PPE in the basement.
Well, you hadn't heard any complaints from PPE now, have you?
No, we haven't. This is true.
That's true. She did. She's held him all this time, yet she let him go on Twitter one time to finally DM me for his fantasy football money, and then shut him right back off.
Oh, I didn't realize he got paid. When was that?
It was probably about, I think it was in February sometime.
Very good.
I got a DM saying, I've got to do my taxes. Can I get my fantasy football money? I said, where do you want it sent? He told me. I had it sent right away. And then I asked him another question and he never responded. So Karen's very, very tight leash over there.
Well, all the free pizza you can eat at the Bellagio did not get him out of that basement. We have no hopes to ever seeing him again.
Hey, shout out to the randoms that came up and ate pizza that wasn't theirs, though.
Oh my God.
That shit right there was like, whoa, right? Like I was like, okay, but I'm pretty sure you knew that pizza wasn't on the menu when you sat your ass down, right? Like, but a couple guys, and it's funny because it's kind of like somebody getting their hand caught in the cookie jar. You know, they're like doing the walk of shame back to their table with the slice, trying to act like they don't have the goddamn slice in their hands. Like, just hilarious, yo, hilarious.
You should have seen their faces when I went over to do a splash the pot at the one back table. And because they were all sitting at the table like across the aisle from it, and I walked over there and I said, oh, and by the way, for those of you that were enjoying our pizza, that's $20 each. And their eyes just got huge. And that nobody said a word, and I said, I'm just joking, no worries, gentlemen. And I walked away. Yeah, I
Yeah,
called them out. I called
you,
them out.
you had to.
Nobody, and you didn't get any 20s slipped in your pocket?
No, not even a thank you, assholes.
You could invite them to the spaces.
No, we don't want them kind. We want
Yeah,
fun
I don't think
people.
that they were spices types. Let me tell you.
We Yeah, we want people that want to have fun, not people that are old and grumpy.
Oh yeah,
Forget
my
You
that.
know, I did want to mention it was a great format to have everybody splash the pot for the dealers to participate in the giveaways. I think that was a great idea to make the dealers' day. All the dealers were happy about it. I'm sure they all went home with good pockets full, and yeah, it was just a good way to all around support. It was a great idea.
Definitely
Well,
was
thank you.
because there were a couple of dealers that weren't even expecting it, like, which I thought was, again, shouts out to the dealers because we told them the pot's yours, and we had this one dealer. She was younger, and we did like two or three splash the pots in a row, and she was like, she pushed she had pushed it over to me because I won one of those, and it was like, nah, that's you. And she just had this look. She grabbed the chips and put them in her pocket,
It
like,
was amazing.
is this real? And when it happened the second time, we're like, bet you love this table now, huh? And her and I think two other dealers were so happy and so surprised and so thankful. It's so dope
It's
to see
huge.
that. So
I
dope to see
mean,
that.
you got to think like most dealers, like let's say if they get $1 per hand, they're going to get 15, 20 hands out in that down. And so each one of those pots, you got 7, 8 people throwing $3. It's like their entire down, every single one of those hands came out. So it's a huge bonus at the end of the day for them. It's really big.
Hell yeah.
I I agree, and honestly, I am thankful that we can do that for them. And yeah, I thought of that idea at Jamie Kurtzetter's meetup game a couple of years ago, and I've implemented it at her meetup games and now at my meetup games. And I love it because when we do splash the pots, it's an interruption to that table. I mean, it really is a shit show. And we love that. I mean, I love that. But at the same token, the dealers are like, hey, I'm not making any money right now because I'm sitting idle for this stupid splash the pot. I mean, that's what I envision them saying, right? That, oh shit, we got to stop now. I'm not making any money with these people. And that's not fair to them either, right? Because they need to put food on their table. And so it's just a win-win for everybody. It's cost you $3 to try to win this fabulous, gift that somebody donated to us. And you win the gift and the dealer gets the pot. And it is just a win-win for everyone. The dealers love us. Of course they do, because they're making some extra money when we're there. And so guess what? They take very good care of us. Not that they need that extra tip, but you guys know what I mean. So I love it. I think, every time we had one lady, I don't know who was at the table, but there was one dealer that I was like, hold the deal. Like she was just finished shuffling. And I was like, dealer, please stop dealing. And she started to deal. And everyone at the table was looking at her like, what the hell are you doing? She asked you to stop dealing. And I said, dealer, can you stop dealing after you're finished with this hand? And she said, stop dealing? No way. And I said, I promise you, after you finish this hand, I need you to stop dealing and I'll explain why. And so she finished the hand, was a little, you could tell she was a little off put by me asking her not to deal. I'm not her boss, right? And so I explained it to her, and and for those that are there, will tell you that the last thing I always say when I'm explaining what we're going to do about how to deal the cards up right, and if you want to play, it's $3. If you don't want to play, then don't put $3 out, blah, blah, blah. And then I go, and the dealer gets the pot. And, it sometimes takes a second for the dealer to register what I say there. And then when it does, they get this huge smile on their face. Well, this lady wasn't smiling. And I was like, let me say that again. The dealer gets the pot and it registered her. And she was like, oh, I do? Yeah. Okay. I'll stop dealing when you ask me, kind of thing. And it was kind of funny. But it's just, to me, it's a win-win for everybody. It just is. And I love it. And I hope other people use that.
The dealers coming in, they don't all pick up the vibe that this is like a special group that's there together.
Well, and they're told it's a meetup game, but that doesn't necessarily mean to them, hey, if this lady asked me to stop dealing, I should do that. Like, who is she? I don't know this lady. And that was the first table she had dealt for.
Well, wait a minute. When she says, who is she? Nobody said, that's Sherry from Spaces.
Sherry from Spaces doesn't even say that. I'm Sherry from Spaces. So
he's been waiting to say that line for like the last
24
hold
hours.
up.
We're recording this space, right? Give me a sec. I'll be right back.
Oh, God. Here comes trouble. Oh, so anyway, yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up, B52, because I really do hope other people do it at meetup games, because I also think that it's such a nice touch for those employees that they're going to want us back. And so no matter where you're having a meetup game, if you're doing something like that for the staff, they're going to want you back. And if you ask them, hey, can we do a meetup game there? They're going to say yes, because their staff was taken care of too. So it's just a win-win on so many different levels.
All right. So when are you going to run one at Firekeepers in Battle Creek, Michigan?
Well, you're not the only one that's asked me that. I have people in California, Texas, Florida, and Michigan, and Cincinnati, Ohio. And there's just not enough hours in my day. It's just whenever I'm up that way, we're gonna just organize it. You know what I mean?
Well, if you put together Battle Creek, Michigan, I will make sure I'm there.
I appreciate that, and we'll see. All I'm gonna tell people is we'll see. Pardon me, because when I plan my travels, then I can say, okay, I'm coming to wherever. Do you guys want to do a meetup game? Would you support a meetup game? If there's enough interest, yes, we will do it. Like California, I know there's enough interest because 4 different people have asked me at different venues to do it. And so I know there's interest there. Texas as well. Other places, yeah, there's an interest, but unless I'm like making a major plan to go there, like if I were going up to see my daughter's team play like I did last year, yeah, I would say, okay, let's see if it's around, can we do it at Firekeepers? Why not?
I'll even try and drag GRP in.
I love it. Love it. Yeah, we'll work on it, Fats. We will work on it for sure. All right, you guys, let me give some results from the WSOP yesterday, and I hope I have it all, but I'm going to tell you, I couldn't fall asleep last night, so I was working on it last night, but when I was reading some of my notes this morning, I was like, what the hell are you writing here? Like, some of my thought processes were not too good, so I may not have everything, but it's going to be close anyway. Event number 53 was the $1,500 Millionaire Maker. There were 4,419 in Flight D and 1,027 move on. So going into day 2, our 2,618 runners, the total amount of entries was 11,996. When I last checked, they did not have the prizes listed, so I can't give you any payout stuff yet. Event number 55 was the 10K horse event, 1.6 million in the prize pool, and Maximilian Schindler took first place for $452K, and Christopher Tony took second place. Do I have that right? No, I have that backwards. Christopher Tong took first place for 452. Maximilian Schindler took second for 301,000. So congrats to those folks. Event 56 was a $2,500 mixed triple draw lowball tournament. And the winner, as we discussed earlier, was Benny Glazer, taking his third bracelet and $208,000 home back to the UK. Schuler Thornton was in second for $135,000. And a little shout out to James Wood, who took eighth place and $17K. And he put out a tweet this, I don't know if it was last night or this morning. I didn't get to read it all because I was kind of in a time crunch. I got to go back and look at it, but he kind of paid a little homage to his really good friend John Sanudo, which I think was really special in that win. Event number 57 was the 50K high roller pot limit Omaha. There was 194 runners, 9.3 million in the prize pool, 2.1 million waiting at the top. 1.4 million for second place. Chip leader is Stephen Chidwick with 11 million, and Ding Bio has 10 million. Notable is Eric Seidel went out 12th for 123,000. So congrats to Eric. Event number 58 was the 3K nine-game mix. 9-game mix. You guys know I don't play mix, so it's foreign to me. 9-game mix. There were 409 runners. 144 were left going into yesterday. 144 going into today. I'm sorry. 1.1 million in the prize pool. 228 waiting at the top. The chip leader is Hopper 168, of course, the screen name has 355,000. Yuri DZIVIELEVSKI is in second place as far as chip stacks are concerned with 296,000. A notable would be Brian Rast for Team Spacers, has 85,000 still in it to win it. Some other notables, Kessler, Mattisau, Helmuth, and REA are still in it as well to win it. So good luck to all of them. And I think that's it for the WSOP. And is today Sunday? Yes. Okay. Day 1A of Battle of the Ages. It's a 1K buy-in, 10 a.m. start time, event 59. 11 a.m. Day 2, event 53. $1,500 Millionaire Maker. At 1 p.m. Day 1, event 58. 3K 9-game mixed. And at 2 p.m. is Day 1, event 60. 3K buy-in limit 6-handed. And at 4 p.m. is Day 1B, Event 59, Battle of the Ages. Again, 1K buy-in. Oh, that's Flight 1B at 4 p.m. for that Battle of the Ages. So good luck, everybody. Go ahead, B52.
Oh, I just wanted to shout out Tim Duckworth, the commissioner over there at Poker Go. Looks like he won an online, or not, sorry. It was WSOP bracelet event number 12, no limit hold'em monster stack. Looks like he got second place for $90,000, 90,774. Yeah. Yeah. So he was chip leader with like 20 left. And so
Wow.
I think well, it's a bittersweet, I think he really wanted that bracelet. So
Well, of
but yeah,
course.
shout out Tim.
Well, of course. But you know what? You got a nice payday as well. And of course, it's always a heartbreaker when you get so close and yet so far, right? We all can understand that for sure. But he should also be proud of that second place finish, which, I brought up athletes and my daughter would, if she came in second place, she was so pissed. Like, she was like, I'm first loser. It's nothing to be proud of. Well, you are the first loser, but you know what? There were, draw 64. That means that, 62 other people did not do as good as you did. And, it's perspective. And yeah, so close and yet so far, but you got to appreciate, that's an accomplishment too. But
Yeah,
I
I'm sure
get
the
it.
90 grand will help,
Yeah, I'm
I mean, he
thinking.
didn't get a shark trophy like I did, but the 90 grand's probably cool.
Yeah, it's okay. That shark trophy though, man.
Oh yeah,
Just
it's going on the mantle for sure. I can't wait.
oh, I love it so much. You just don't even know. When he picked that trophy, I was like, yes. Because the wolf trophies that I found that were not $300 were so they were so obnoxious looking, which I was surprised because the wolf is so many team mascots. Like, how could you not have lots of different wolf trophies out there? Like, I was so surprised. But anyway, they were not good. And so I told him, I
No,
said, here's
Wolf's a
some
crusher
choice.
too. I
Yes,
got lucky to crack him in a pot too. Yeah, it was tough.
he's a
It was super fun.
crusher. And, he was down and he came back. He came back with a vengeance. So kudos to him. And Coach P's in the taking a shower, so I could say that. He stacked Coach P. Coach P was not happy.
I
Oh,
got him with I had pocket deuces and he had ace 10 and the flop came ace 10 deuce. So that one left him to the rail for a second. He wasn't happy about it.
yeah. Yeah. We've all been there, right? We've all been there. We get it. Like, that's nothing new to any of us. We get it for sure. Wait, let me ask Coach P. He's coming out of the restroom. Let's see what he has to say. Coach P, what do you have to say about that hand Wolfie and you played?
Bruh. Wolfie, you supposed to fold, bruh. Double gutter. It was exhilarating, Wolfie. I would not like lose my chips to anyone else but you, so it's okay.
Was that the Jack 10 King Queen one?
Yes.
I saw it. I saw it happen. Yeah.
Yes.
King 9-7 right on the flop. Queen perfect on the turn. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was tough. Tough times. It's okay, though, Wolfie. I'll be back next year.
Oh, I love it so much. Love it so much. Yeah, kudos to Wolfie. He's a crusher at the tables for sure. And he's playing some tournaments this summer. And, good luck to him and everyone else as well. But Wolfie always has a soft spot in my heart. That kid. For sure. All right. Let's go around the horn. If somebody has anything to bring up, any topic whatsoever, now's the time, people. ASG, you've been sitting so quietly. I appreciate you so much and your help. And is there anything, topics you like to bring up and discuss?
Good luck to Ruben and whoever else in day 2 of the Millie Maker.
Hell yeah. Go, Ruben, go. I don't even know who else is in. Nobody's really posting this summer. I'm like, come on, people. At least if you don't want to post, DM me. Just DM us so we can, put it out there and wish you luck and, root for you. Right? Thank you, ASG. Dana, anything you'd like to add?
Sunday fun day. That's all I got.
Love it. Thank you again, Dana. Appreciate you.
You're
Karen,
very
how about?
welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Karen, how about you, love?
No, I think I'm all good.
Awesome. Do you have a meetup today? I forget what you're doing today. You're playing. You're not
So,
playing today. You have a ACR thing.
yeah, but now that's a little questionable because my boss is in day 2 of the Millie Maker. So we're kind of on hold. I think we're still doing it. We just have to wait on him to bust out. And if he doesn't bust out, we'll have to reschedule. So I'm just going to, right now, as we speak, I was getting on World Series of Poker Online and see what kind of saddies are available. I'm going to do some saddies today.
Well, it's funny you said that because I need to get my WSOP online account back up to par because I haven't even updated it since they did the new app because, of course, I'm not here. And when I was here last, I didn't have time to play. So I'm sure that's going to be a shit show to figure that out. And then I'm going to have to load money on it because I'm sure there's nothing left in my account. So I'm sure I'm going to have to end up going down to the IT people, but I
Actually,
don't know.
Me too. Now that I'm thinking about, because my hard drive failed. I didn't mean to cut you off there at the end, but my hard drive
Oh, that's okay.
failed in April, and so I was just now as we were talking, I'm like, "Where's the app?" Like, I know I had played on this last time, and there. Oh crap! So I may have to go down there to kind of redo stuff too. I'm just not sure, but
Yeah, me neither. I
mm.
don't know if today's a good day for me to do that. I might not have the right attitude. I might be throwing it out the off the balcony today. I may leave that till tomorrow to do, but at some point I like to do it because when I'm kind of tired of like the whole running around Vegas thing, I do like to stay in my hotel room and play a little bit of WSOP online. So definitely want to get it set back up for sure. Well, good luck online today, and hopefully your party will go on and your ACR family will have some fun together today. B52, anything else you'd like to add or bring up or topics?
Nope. I'm just gonna go throw some chips around downstairs. And yeah, thank you for hosting. Thanks. It was nice meeting everybody. Good time. Yeah, let's keep the show going.
Thank you, Bud. And again, thanks for bringing that awesome Poker Go swag for us. We appreciate you for sure.
Yeah, no problem. That's Patrick. Patrick over at Poker Go. Patrick Knight. If you guys ever see him, he just loves the people, man. He loads us all up. And when he gave me all that stuff, I'm like, Patrick, I can't. I'll be wearing this stuff for weeks. You know, he's like, dude, give it to the people. Go into the poker rooms, give it to the people. So I thought it was great. So
Well, that's
appreciate you guys.
awesome. We appreciate him for sure. And when I see him, I'll definitely tell him that. It was awesome. A nice surprise to have additional stuff to give away. And we all love Poker Go. So very cool. Isaac, anything you'd like to bring up, add in, whatever?
Make hotel checkout times 3 p.m. again. What the fuck, Vegas? What the fuck?
Isaac has to get up before 3. Oh, I love it. And by the way, speaking of hotels in Vegas, in case you didn't know it, people, Resorts World has done away with resorts fees. Let me repeat that. Resorts World has done away with paid parking and done away with resorts fees. So that is good to know, people. FYI. All right. Real fast. Anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, a couple things. Number
Yes,
one,
thank
for
you.
the
Oh,
late
sorry.
check-in, usually you can request a late checkout, get yourself an extra hour or two. And the other thing is, what's wrong with this Kessler, man? He made it to day 2, but every update yesterday, he was like in 7th place in chips. And then he goes to day 2, like practically 120 out of 140. So
I don't know. We'll have to ask him next time he's
I'm
in.
waiting to get my hands on him.
I love it. B52, were you going to say something, bud?
Yes, thank you for the valet card. You hooked me up with your diamond card, so I have to pay for valet. You're the best. Thank you.
You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. I just want to reiterate again. Thank you, Bellagio, Sean, the crew. Thank you all for everyone that donated for this meetup game. Thanks for everybody that helped, pitch in and helped me. Um, Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate everybody and have a great day and see you back tomorrow, you guys.
Alrighty.